Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. It's late. It's late at night, and this is almost like a test stream, to be honest. What's going on? Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Hopefully, you can hear me and all that good stuff. I had some technical issues um, last night, and man, it was crazy because it stopped our watch party and everything. So hopefully, we figured this thing out. But anyways, let's see who we have in the chat. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Joel? What's going on? Nice to see you. We got Fritz. Fritz is in the chat. We got Heather. What's going on? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Um, Bobby Joe said no Michael Myers. Is that is that the biggest fear that you have for Halloween ends? Uh-oh. Val, what's going on, Val? The general is here. We're ready to rock and roll. You guys know the rules. Let's see. Uh, Conrad, what's up, Conrad? Nice to see you. All right. We're rocking and rolling here. Let's see. We got Austin. We got Million. We got Katie. What is going on? Yeah. No, I know Craven's on his stream, and I think he's probably going to be ending soon, but hopefully he'll be able to join in over here too. I know it's running. I know it's running late. Let's see. Do, do, do. Um, let's see. Let's see. All right. Nathaniel's in the chat too. All right. What's going on? Oh, wait a minute. Heather saying no sound. Oh, can you guys not hear me? Oh my gosh. Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. Let's see. Let's see. Conrad saying the volume is kind of low. Okay. All right. Let's see if this fixes it. Hopefully, I'll be able to fix it. Okay, low sound. All right. Boy, you gotta love technology. Oh my gosh. Nathaniel, Nightwatch, you seriously have the perfect voice for late night radio. Thanks. Well, hopefully, if I can get the volume going right, that'll be kind of cool. Eric saying, I hear you just fine, Night, no problems. Really? Okay. All right. Katie can hear me. Val saying, but the volume is low. Okay. All right. Hmm. That's interesting. Hmm. Polar saying you're just quiet, almost like whispering. Super soothing voice as always. Thanks. Oh man. Hey, what's up? Anthony's in the chat. What's up? Sounds good on my end. Okay, well we're gonna go with it. Hopefully it yeah, hopefully it gets better. Hopefully it gets better. Eric saying people having audio problems try to leave and come back, or if you're on your phones, restart them. Hmm. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Interesting. Well, like I said, this is almost like a test stream, if anything. Hopefully it's okay though. But let me know if for some reason it really, sounds really bad. All right. Austin saying I can hear you, but had to turn up the volume as well, but it won't take away from the stream for me. Okay. All right. Okay. Two boys and their pops. I've heard every word you said so far. Okay. Well, there we are. All right. Val saying to Eric, I did that and it fixed the problem. So I wonder if there's a problem with StreamYard or with who knows? I don't know. But hey, anyways, you guys are here hanging out. I guess that's all that counts in the end. Anthony, sweep the leg. Right? Oh man, too funny. But what I wanted to do, and I don't know how long I'll be going for, and I know that Craven said he was gonna come over for a little bit, and I know it's pretty late, but just talking about some of our fears, for the upcoming films, whether it's Halloween, Nope, or Scream, because I haven't had a chance to really do that in the last couple of days on my channel, so I wanted to do that for a little bit. But you guys let me know, what are some of your biggest fears for these movies? I'm really excited to see Nope in the next couple of days, and I don't really have any big fears about it because I think it's going to be good, and I think it's going to, be an enjoyable experience in the theater. The only thing that I'm a little leery of is if whatever the story is about, like I'm thinking it's gonna have, some nice weight to it, and you know how sometimes you might have these big, visions in your head, and sometimes they don't pan out. So hopefully, those will pan out. That might be the only fear I have for like Nope. And of course, Halloween Ends. We can get into all of that type of stuff. But let's see. Nathaniel saying your voice should be okay. The test will be when Craven joins and how you all sound together. That's a good point. All right. What's going on, Mary? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. And let's see. Oh, and I think Steven is here. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on one second. Hey,
Hey,
how's it going?
man, it's good. How are you doing?
I'm good. How does my volume sound?
It's a little lower than normal.
It is. Isn't
Yeah,
that crazy? Wow.
yeah, it's a tad bit lower for some reason.
Hmm. Let me take a look at it.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I
Make sure I was gonna say you can maybe make sure your volume's up all the
yeah.
way.
I had some horrible luck the other night, as I was telling you.
Yeah,
Tech stuff is really. Ugh.
dude, you want to hear something funny?
What's that?
I just got done. I got done streaming just now with
Chaos.
chaos. Yeah, mine's went blank. And yeah, I lost power in the stream, and
Oh.
it's never happened before. And
Wow.
the power went off, and then everything was just like no connection, like all across.
Oh wow.
And whenever it came, I was worried it was gone. I figured the stream was over, so I jumped on my phone on data plan to check and see what was happening on the stream.
Yeah.
And and Jose's taking, he's covering it. He's talking to the chat. I'm like, oh, good, it's still going. And so I got back into StreamYard, and thankfully, it's like I could rejoin, still live. I was afraid it was going to be just dead, like suddenly just dropped the whole stream. Thankfully, it
Wow.
didn't, so I was able to recover it.
Oh wow.
But yeah, yeah, Million thought that I had that someone in a mask, ghost face mask, had found me and taken me out on the stream, dude.
Uh,
Thankfully, that's not the case.
right. Okay. All right.
Oh, thank you, Mary. That's very sweet. Says you were just watching me a little while ago. Glad on here with Night. It's always fun when we're together. It is fun when we're together.
Right.
I hear,
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people, man, lately and it's great to see so many people that were on the stream come over. I love that because I love our community, and vice versa when they come to mine from yours. So a lot of people, man, have like mentioned to me how much they really enjoy our streams together, the two of us.
Yeah. Yeah. I've heard that too.
Hmm.
It's becoming a thing.
It is, man. We got to
Yeah.
get your volume figured out, bro.
I know, man. Well, I'm using something different tonight,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately. So I'm still kind of fiddling around with it.
Yeah, yeah. Now I'm going to tell you something that's worked for me, and I can't understand why, but like the microphone I use with my headset is a USB connection,
Oh.
and if you have a, sometimes I've unhooked my USB and plugged it back in. No
Hmm.
joke, it changed the volume. I don't know if you've
Wow.
tried that already or not, just unplugging from your PC and back in, but I've tried that several times and it's worked.
Hmm.
But I don't know, it may not with your setup.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I might be able to do?
what's that?
Let me see if I can turn my mic way down. Backwards
What's
engineer it.
what's that gonna do?
Well, it could balance us out where we're equal. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're lower. You're much lower.
Okay. So everyone in the chat, we're gonna have to count on you because we can't tell what we sound like in our ears. So is my volume too low? Is Nights? I'm trying to get where mine matches Nights, and then y'all can just turn your volume way, way up. So how about let's just engage in a discussion and let's see what people
Yeah.
say. A
All right.
little louder, Nathaniel. Okay, let me come up a little bit louder. Thank you. Let me go up to.
Hey, Cora.
How is
Oh,
this? All right, they're telling me it's too low. How is it now? Is this any better or come up? Knight, how about you talk, man? Let's both talk.
all right.
So hi Knight, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing really good. I love testing out our mics on the live stream. This is keeping it
Right.
real.
Keeping it very real. It's never been more real for me.
Than it is right now.
Right.
How is that
Ah.
volume, folks? How does Night and I sound? Are we mixed? Or it's better, it says? Okay. Is
Someone,
this good?
some people are saying better, perfect. Like everybody's saying something different. Like Eric earlier was telling me it was fine, and other people were saying I can't hear you at all. You know,
Oh, this is nuts.
it's like what's going on?
Oh,
The general is saying can hear you both loud and clear. Now
okay. I'm going to
this
leave
is
my volume here. I had to turn
okay.
it way down. So I
Okay.
think if we're equal in y'all's ears, that's what matters the most. Just turn your master volumes up really loud. You should be able
Yeah.
to hear us.
There you go.
All right, very good. Hey, see,
Million.
there's always a way to fix it some way.
Yeah. You got to dream, baby. You got to dream.
Got to.
You got to dream. Okay. Well, hey, we got some super chats coming in, and
Yeah.
Jason's throwing us a lifeline. That's what
He
he's doing.
always does, man.
He is throwing us the ultimate lifeline, saying my biggest concern is what am I going to eat while watching
What?
Halloween Ends and Scream 6. Love when you both are doing a live stream. You guys are epic.
Oh,
Oh,
that's awesome,
hey,
Jason.
you all right?
Trust me,
That's
we're getting pretty we're getting pretty I can't even talk. We're liking the idea as well. I can't even
yes.
say what I was trying to say. Oh
Uh,
gosh.
well, you know what time it is now. Since Jason did a super chat, we gotta do something here for him. So here we go.
Bring that fat ass over here. Oh, I wanna.
Oh,
It
you
just-
just kind of like when he gets that high note, you can't help but just feel it. Like,
right?
oh, he's
I know. I know.
wow.
It's like he's really going all the way, you know?
He is,
He's he,
yeah, he is.
he is. And look at Katie. Katie, oh gosh, Katie probably wants to see this too. My two favorite fellas that I look up to. Love y'all. Oh,
Oh,
Katie,
Katie, thank you.
you are all
You're
right. And
so awesome.
man, Katie's all right, man. Seriously.
She's great. Love
Okay.
Katie.
In honor of Katie, it's always going to be in honor of Katie. We got to do a certain surprise that is really crazy. So here we go.
What is it? Huh?
It's a surprise! Pickle surprise! Pickle surprise!
Oh my gosh.
God. Oh man.
Oh, you know what's funny, Night
What's
is
that?
This is hilarious, and just another horror fan has pointed it out. I forgot whenever because they're having to turn their volumes like super loud to hear us talk,
Uh-huh.
but these clips are coming in
Oh,
at
super
normal
loud.
volume, so it's like,
Oh.
it's like jamming their ears, which is awesome. It's part of
Oh
our
my God.
experience.
Oh man. Oh Lord. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, the
Oh,
Craven Night Show.
yeah. Pretty much.
Know what I'm
Pretty
talking about?
much.
The Craven Night,
There,
Night.
there you go.
There's something to the Craven Night Show, man.
Oh man.
I don't
I'm
know, man.
telling
I'm
you.
just saying.
Hey, it could. Hey.
Hey, you know what? If the audience demands it, we can find a way. We could start a channel called the Craven Night. The Craven Night Experience, dude.
Ooh,
The
experience.
Craven Night Experience. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And we just go on there like once a week and stream or twice, and we just it's our it's our show.
Wow. All right.
We could think of ways. Yes, I know we're live strategizing on a live stream. Yes, with all of you
Yes.
present. But that's how we roll around here. We keep it real. And dude, more real than you want sometimes, but that's
True.
okay. We could have a show where we make it different than the collective. We make it different than our own in some
Yeah.
way. We just make it very unique to what we do. And it's the Craven
Wow.
Night Experience. Dude,
Wow.
dadgummit, I like it. I'm sorry. I
I,
like it.
I do kind of like that. Seriously.
Hmm.
That's really striking me in the moment.
There you go, Million.
Wow. Million knows
Yes.
what's up.
The Craven Night. Look at
Wow.
the name, Craven Night. It's perfect. Look at that. It's
Yeah.
just absolutely
Wow.
perfect. The Craven Night
Wow.
Experience, and it's just you and me
That's
doing what
right.
we do, man.
Right. Wow. Hmm.
We'll talk more about it.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to. Yeah. Because it's kind of going down that road, isn't it?
It
You know,
is.
we're kind of driving down that road, not like in a,
Mm-hmm.
a Green Goblin semi, but we're just.
But it could go there.
It could.
It could go there.
Oh my God. Oh look, Anthony coming in
Hey,
again, saying, "Yo, fellas, thoughts on Barbarian and Day Shift." Have you seen those trailers?
I have not seen the trailers at all. I'm totally in the dark on this.
Barbarian, it looks like it's going to be an interesting movie. It's going to be one of those movies that I'm going to be really, it's going to be on my list to see. I won't spoil it,
Okay.
but I will definitely say you should check them out.
Okay.
Day Shift, and I know Anthony's going to be like, "What are you talking about?" Like Day Shift, I know about the trailer, but I still haven't watched it yet.
Hmm.
But I think that it's definitely something I'm going to be checking out. You got to let us know too, Anthony, what you think of the trailers.
Yeah.
But Barbarian for sure. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna have to make a note to watch these.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'll make
Let's
a
see
note
what
now.
else. Conrad, do it.
I know. Thinking about it.
We're going to do another clip for Anthony too, guys. So get ready to cover your ears. Here we go.
Repeat my mantra. Ham. Ham. Ham.
And there it is.
Wow. Ham.
The ham.
Ham.
I got to do a remix of that.
Totally, dude.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. You guys are all right, man. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Hmm.
Hey, Denisha, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey. What's up, Denisha?
Now Val, you gotta love Val, man. For anyone who still can't hear them, try leaving the stream and coming back in. It fixed the problem for me.
Interesting.
I didn't even know that streams had those issues though. You know,
That is
I've
weird.
never had that happen to me on a live stream. Going to
Mhm.
someone else's stream.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Huh.
I guess it is what it is.
It is. Michael Wilson says he's leaving because he can't hear us. I hate that, man.
Wow. Yeah,
Maybe try that, Michael, if you're still here.
yeah. Wow. That's too bad. That's too bad.
Oh, Alex just
What?
popped in.
Oh,
Nice.
hey, what's up, Alex? All right,
Alex.
keep rocking on, guys. Happy late 3K night. Thank you, thank you.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. He says, getting pumped for Nope, not my kind of film. You know,
Yeah.
it's one of those movies. It's one of those movies that I don't know if it's really would be at the top of my list either, but I'm so intrigued by how Jordan Peele like turns things on its side, and I think that's one of the biggest thing that kind of interests me about the movie, the possibilities of it being something that's a lot more complex than what it looks like,
Yeah, man.
which is what he's done with his other projects, you know. So that's
Yep.
how I'm looking at it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you know, I
We'll
get
see.
it though. Oh, yeah, I get it though. Yeah.
I really think it might be one that makes it might be interesting. I think there may be some twists to it, some unexpected turns. That's what
Right.
I'm hoping for.
Right. Right. Absolutely. But
Yeah.
thanks, Alex. I appreciate that. You're all right. You're all right. Very cool.
Heck
Very
yeah.
cool. Very, very cool. Um, let's see. And Polar's in the chat saying, Nope seems to be more of a comedy than horror. Just me.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I definitely think there's going to be some humor in it. You know,
Yeah.
I think Jordan Peele has shown that, you know, he still wants to inject a little bit of humor in his projects.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but there's definitely aspects of it that I think are going to be very horrific.
Yeah.
If I was to guess, and that's just a
Same.
guess. Yeah, yeah,
I mean, the whole blood, the ship pouring blood down on the house is just
yes,
really,
right.
that's creepy, bro. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. Um, and Alex is saying the same thing about the two trailers kind of showing two different sides. Yeah, I agree. And I think maybe that was on purpose, you know? Maybe that was on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Two boys and their pop says I had to hit the sub and get in the zone.
There you
That was
go.
good. Thank you, thank
Hey,
you.
Two Boys is new to my channel too. He came to the channel. I think it was just a few days ago, and came
Nice,
on the stream. And I got to go to one of his streams and see what
nice.
he does over there. Get to know his content a little bit, man. And he's talking about their pops. We're talking about Funkos, man.
Ah,
Funko
okay.
Pops, bro. Let me tell you, when I,
Nice.
I was on that stream, yeah, it was last week. That's right. Yeah, it was just this last week,
Yeah,
and he had a couple of guests on his channel, and they were talking about the Funko Pops.
yeah,
And bro, I mean, I'm a novice at all that stuff. I'm like, I'm not. I'm very much kind of on the outside looking in
yep,
to that that whole thing.
yep,
But I respect the collecting vibe because I've been a collector of stuff for many years of different things. But man, let me tell you, when it comes to Funkos, Two Boys and their pops, man, I was watching their live stream, and
mm-hmm,
I was like, oh my gosh, it's kind of like when you step into a stream. Like, let's put it this way, and this is not to be self praising or anything like this, but I would imagine, let's say someone is a very casual fan of Halloween and Scream,
yeah, yeah,
and they know a surface level, they've seen it like once, they liked it, but they've never really dug much into it. If
yeah,
they were to tune in to the live stream as we start discussing and breaking down these movies,
mm-hmm,
how maybe you would be like, "Oh shoot, I mean, I know Scream, I've seen it, but
mm-hmm,
I don't know it like these guys,
yeah,
right?" And that's
yeah,
and that's how what I'm saying.
yep,
And that's how I felt on Two Boys and Their Pops. I was like, "Oh, I'm a I'm more than a novice than I imagined, because the
yeah.
passion is real for the
Nice.
Funkos for them, man."
That's awesome.
So I just wanted
Hey,
to say that real quick, not to take over the stream, but Two Boys and Their Pops. If you're into Funkos, if that's your thing and you're interested in it, you need to go check out their channel. Check his channel out. Super nice guy. He's in the streams, very supportive, and knows his stuff.
that is awesome.
So
I always appreciate passion. I always appreciate
yes,
passion, man. Seriously. And speaking
yep.
of passion, there's Nanette. She's in the chat.
Hey.
She was live earlier. Nanette's
Oh,
doing
nice.
big things. Very cool to see you, Nanette.
Congrats on 50 subscribers, Nanette, by the way.
Right? She's moving. She's
Congratulations.
moving. It's
Yeah.
awesome. Let's see. Two boys saying, I think the trailer gave away too much for some things. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, a lot of trailers just lately have given away a
Hmm.
lot, and we've talked a lot about that, and it's too bad. That's why. Well, let me start a little something, and then I'm gonna get back to you guys in the chat because I see a few things. But are you nervous about the trailer next week for Halloween Ends at all, Steven?
I am not as nervous as I thought I was going to be because it's only a minute and 16 seconds.
Okay.
So this is, in my mind, this is a teaser trailer. Hey, and real quick, I want to say goodnight to Master Chaos. He's putting his kids to bed. He just wanted to pop in. I wanted to let you know if you're before you left that we see you, and thank you,
Oh,
man.
okay. Catch you
Thanks for a
later,
great stream,
Chaos.
and yeah, come back if you're able. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
sure. But to answer your question, Knight, I'm not as nervous as I first was because
Okay.
I think that now a minute 16, you can still mess things up. That's a lot. It is a lot of time, but not nearly as 2 minutes and 20 seconds where you're going to show a lot of stuff. So
Right, right.
I'm more excited than nervous on this one, to be honest. Now the next one in September or whenever it comes out or August, I'll be nervous when
Yeah,
it's the full
yeah,
220 run. That one's going to
yeah.
make me nervous.
Okay.
But for me,
All
I'm
right.
not. I'm excited. How about you, man? Are you excited or
I'm
nervous about
still
this?
I'm still excited. But and if anyone been listening to my viewpoints on live streams and my videos, I've really stayed away from just becoming a master of panic because
Yeah.
of the rumors, because of the speculation, and obviously we all have theories and thoughts and hopes and so forth. But I've really stayed away from it, and I've been feeling really, really positive. And I'm gonna say right now, live. This is the first time I'm saying it because we just talked a little bit about it on Friday Night's Collective. But for the first time, and maybe it's just like, when you got jitters before you go and do something big, I'm starting to get a little bit of jitters, man. I'm starting to get a little bit of jitters, and maybe it's because I'm realizing that we're getting closer and closer to that time, and I really want this movie to be good. I really do because I've enjoyed the other two movies, and wouldn't it be just such an awesome thing to have a really good Halloween trilogy 40 years after the original? I mean, that would just say so much. I mean, I can't think of another horror franchise for sure that I could say there were three movies in a row that were like,
Yeah.
at that upper level of enjoyment for me as a viewer or a fan.
Hmm.
And so I'm just hoping that this movie delivers, and I believe it will, but I will admit I'm starting to get some jitters. I'm starting to get some jitters. I'd be lying if I didn't say I was. So,
I agree. No, I do. I
okay.
do. I agree. Because I loved Hills. I mention that
Yeah.
all the time. I'm in the minority. I think it seems like the minority. I loved Kills. I loved 2018.
Yeah.
And I think David Gordon Green has done an amazing job so far. When we can sit here and talk about Resurrection and Zombies 2,
Yep.
and we could talk about 6. We could talk about a lot of movies, man, in this franchise that are nowhere near the level, I believe, of what we've gotten of these two movies. And you said it brilliantly.
Yeah.
We're just wanting to stick the landing. How often do we say that? Stick the landing, finish this off right.
Yep.
And what a trilogy this could be. This could definitely be the best trilogy of any in the franchise.
Right. Right.
Easily.
Yep. Absolutely.
I just hope it doesn't get too wonky and doesn't turn into not being a Halloween movie.
Right. Right. Which is, of course, some of what the fears out there are, and some of the
Hmm.
speculation and so forth.
That's right.
Real quick too, Nathaniel was saying, and thank you so much for the $2 super chat. We
Rock
really
on.
appreciate that. Thank you so much. Um, Saying, did both of you ever think you'd be doing this? That's a good
Great
question.
question.
I like that.
I'll get you. I'll tell you a little secret, and I'm not answering the question yet. I actually really love it when you guys send in super chats with these kind of questions.
Yes.
It's really kind of cool that you guys even care to kind of get behind just the topics and get
Yes.
into us. That's pretty cool. I think
Yes,
that's
it
neat.
is. I agree. I agree. Well, for me, no, I never thought I'd be doing this. I mean, I've been a movie fan and a horror fan since I was a little kid. Um, I love talking about movies and my fandom and passions and stuff like that. But I never thought I'd be doing it on a platform like this where you have the ability to reach so many people, and especially, the community that we've been building and so forth, which is just phenomenal and just an awesome group of people. I never thought I'd be doing this. Long story short, that's for me.
Yeah, yeah, man. I agree. I haven't. No, I always hope to. Well, of course, you got to remember when I've been like, especially when it comes to Scream. With Knight and me, and I am the elder statesman of the collective. I'm proud of that title because, yeah, it's a nice way of saying I'm the oldest of the group, and but it's a better way to say it. So, being the elder statesman of the collective, I've had a little few more years than anybody else in the collective, and so Knight's close. He's getting there. Knight and I are definitely in the same neighborhood, but I'm a few streets down, further a few streets ahead. But here's the thing: there was no such thing as YouTube for the majority of my life. So this has all been, the last 15 years of where this really has taken off,
Right.
and
Right.
so I seeing Scream in the theaters and all of them in the theaters, the passion that you see from me has been there for 26, 7 years. It's
Right.
always been there. I've just never had an outlet or platform to where I could really share it with more than just a handful of people. And it wasn't until, and it's funny how life takes you down journeys.
Yeah.
Life, unexpected journeys, unexpected paths, because I won't go all into it right now, especially because I'm a guest on Night Stream. It's not even on my own, so I won't go too far off into this and just take over. But
That's okay.
I just want to share a little bit, if I might, Night.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so, and this and all it's all going to come together to answer your question, and hopefully, maybe inspire somebody else, or give you something to think about at least. So basically, I had a very, very set plans of what I wanted to do, and I still do. There's still plans in my own career, my own life that I'm aspiring towards. That even though I'm getting up there a little bit, as some might say, I'm not old, but I'm getting older, and I still think there's a window for me to do some things I've been working towards for 20 years now, and education-wise, other things I'm working towards. That will continue, but I've never had an opportunity to do something like this. And YouTube has been around a long time, but I always
Mm-hmm.
procrastinated. I never did it. I just like, no, 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 no. Who's gonna want? And at night, I bet you felt this. Who's
Oh
gonna
yeah.
want to watch
Right.
me? Who's gonna
Absolutely.
care what I have to think about my favorite franchise? Look at all these other amazing people out there on YouTube that I watch that
Yep.
do such a good job. You know, why do it? I'll tell you, for me, what started it. Knight was talking about how he kind of always wanted to do this. Him and his brother. That's a great story. My story wasn't like that. I never was like, man, I really wish I could go talk about movies. I got there later in life, and
Mm-hmm.
and it really, and I really, it's like, man, I really want to do it, but no one's gonna watch it, so I just put it off. It wasn't until life threw me a curveball,
Mm-hmm.
a very, very serious curveball, where I was faced with my own mortality, and I didn't know how much time I had left on this earth. And when I was met with this, your whole world just shuts down. Everything, all these grander plans, all these things you're working towards, it all stops
Yeah.
when you're faced with uncertain. Now we none of us know how long we're going to be here. That doesn't matter what's going on. We know that's truly true. But when you're faced with a scenario where you have limited time, I said to myself, you know what? If that's the case, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to stop procrastinating. I'm going to do this because I'm going to live life now. You live now in the present, not in the future. And so, anyhow, long story short, now I started the channel, and that's what got me to do it. And so, it was a scenario where it could have turned me the other way, Night,
Mm-hmm.
and demotivated me and say, you know what, I'm just not going to do anything. But I said, no, I'm going to fight kicking. And I'm going to start this channel, and I don't care if anyone watches it. I'm going to get it out there. And that's what I decided to do. And thankfully, you guys have come along and participated, and it's turned into something. And what I wanted it to be, the community that we have. You
Yeah.
know, and I've told that story a million times. I won't tell it again. But I wanted a community, and that's why I always say this goes beyond the movies.
Right.
This is about people. This is about relationships, people, and community. Because honestly, movies come and go. People are what last. People are what matter. And I'm so thankful for this community of people that come together and share the same things. It's really wonderful. So
I agree.
that's
Absolutely.
my very long answer, and Knight will probably never ever have me back to answer any questions beyond horror movies after that.
Stop. No. Well, no, and people have similar things because, and I've told this story before too, I won't get into it, but if it wasn't for the pandemic, I may not have started my channel, because I had that extra time, just not doing anything because of lockdown and stuff like that. So that's really what prompted me to start it, And if that hadn't happened, I mean, I'm not saying I wish, that the pandemic had happened, but I'm just saying, it was a tough time, and out of that, something very positive happened for me personally, as well as, my brother and for Coriander. So it is what it is, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But Nathaniel, thank you so much for that question.
Yeah.
That was very, very cool. Very, very cool. We
Very
really
thoughtful.
appreciate it.
Yeah. Very nice. Thanks.
And hey, Miss C, what's going on? Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Hey.
All right. And I think Maverick headed out, but Maverick, I hope you have a good night.
Rest up, my friend. I know he's healing.
Right. Yeah. A million saying, I'm never nervous or whatever with trailers. They always shown too much of the movies. It's par for the course.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yep.
Very true.
What gets me though is when we hear, and when we hear a producer come out and say, "Hey, now," or one of the director teams, he says, "Now this trailer is very, very deceptive,"
Yeah.
and he uses the "very" word twice. It's a very, very deceptive trailer. There's lots of misdirection. It's filled with misdirection.
Mm.
And we bought it. We we believed it until
That's
we
right.
saw the movie.
That's right.
Like, oh,
I'm telling you.
don't
It's
say
like,
that. Just
I know.
It's
Just
okay.
just show the trailer. Don't show us too much,
Yeah.
and that's it. It's not like rocket science.
No, it's not.
Tell you. Alex was saying a while back, you guys were the first people I thought of when I saw the trailer date for Halloween Ends. I truly cannot wait, but not for the same reason as you guys, most likely.
Oh, it's awesome, man.
Yep. All right. That's
Next
funny.
Wednesday. Hey, man, it's the 20th.
That's right. That's right. Let's see. Two Boys says, do you feel some movie franchises need trailers? Would you be excited to see the movie not knowing anything, the anticipation? I'd be okay with that.
100%, dude.
Yeah. See, you got to remember, we come from a time when there were times when a teaser trailer, it wouldn't show anything in the movie. It would have like a voiceover,
Yes.
and it might, like I remember the trailer for Jason Lives for Friday the 13th Part 6. And all it showed was a cemetery with lightning and rain and all this and that. And it showed Jason's coffin kind of come up, and then it started to open, and then it faded to black, and it, it was something like that. You know what I mean? Didn't show anything of the movie.
Yes.
And I was hooked. I was hooked. So, you know, I don't know. Like I said, I don't need to see anything, to be honest with you.
Nope.
And Anthony coming in with a $5 super chat saying, speaking of Funko Pops, are you familiar with McFarlane's Maniacs? Are you a collector of horror memorabilia? If so, what's your most prized horror piece? I'm not familiar with Maniacs. No. Are you, Stephen? No.
I'm not, but I know I used to collect Drew Bledsoe McFarlane figures, action figures.
Okay.
They would do limited edition runs. They had with the Buffalo Bills, the Cowboys, and they had a chase figure. It was limited edition of him in a Patriots uniform. This was after he'd already left the Patriots.
Oh, okay.
And it was like the one everyone wanted, and everyone, you had to go to eBay to buy it for like a ridiculous amount of money because you couldn't find it in stores.
Yeah.
And so I was really impressed with the McFarlane figures back then. The detail was incredible. So I haven't seen the Maniacs, man.
Ah,
I
wow.
gotta check those out. Yeah.
All right. Wow. Okay.
I don't really collect anything. Do you, man? I mean, I don't.
Well, I, other than movies, physical movies, I used to, collect a lot of music. I mean, I still do here and there, like vinyl. I collect some vinyl stuff. But probably my most prized horror piece, at least for right now, it's probably my Scream Factory box set of Friday the 13th. It's the whole franchise, and it is beautiful. Blu-ray,
Nice.
extra features, tons of extra features. I don't have it with me right now, but the box, the cover art, everything is just fantastic. That's definitely my most prized horror piece, at least that I can think of right now. It's the one.
Dude, listen, I've got a Stab movie poster framed. I've got a Scream 96 poster framed.
Nice.
And I have
That's
the
right.
original draft of the Scream script, first draft,
That is cool.
which is really cool. Seeing the
Yeah.
original dialogue, some of it had changed. But I think you know what my number one memorabilia item is. You have to know. It's memorabilia that's not, you can't buy it in stores. Okay, put it that way.
Trying to think.
It's not mass produced. It's literally one of a kind. It's my last clue. I'm putting you on the spot, so it's okay. I know.
Yeah, you getting me with that. It's one of a kind.
One of a kind. There's not another one like it. There's not another one made out there in the world at all that I know of. It could be, but probably not.
You got me. You got me.
And when I say this, you're gonna be like, "Oh, it is my Matthew Lillard signed stew train."
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's my little
yeah.
stew train that
You got me.
that Eric made for me at the Bearded
Yeah.
Entertainment. Yeah,
Nice.
that's right, horror fan. You got it, stew train. You guessed right. Yep.
Nice. Nice.
And the fact that he signed it, and I have a video of him signing it. It's so cool,
Yes, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Well, Anthony, that was a great question as always. And,
Always.
Yeah, we'll play this one for you because you're just cool like that, man.
What goes on in this town is none of your business.
As long as I'm living here, it is.
Then maybe you shouldn't be living here!
Whoa, dude,
The look on your face.
that ending is awesome.
Oh
I
my
love the
God.
extended where it just goes. I love that kind of stuff, dude.
Oh man, the look on your face was priceless as he kept going, like your eyes were getting bigger and bigger.
Yes.
Like what?
Like, what's happening? How long is it going to go? This is amazing.
Oh man.
I love that.
Oh man. But thank you so much, Anthony. We appreciate that so much. That was
Oh,
great.
Looking at Ben's cat comment. Hashtag rest in peace headphone users because of the volume.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Oh man.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry guys.
Get ready on those clips to turn it down.
Well, and here we go with Jason. Jason's back with another one.
Hey.
I am so down for Samara Weaving being a Ghostface killer only if she gets away and survives to be in part 7. Stu lives. Hashtag bring back Amy Steele Friday the 13th. He knows what's going.
Yeah, he does.
Me and Jason, man, we've had conversations about that. Amy Steele is amazing. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm just so happy she's in the movie.
Me too, man.
I am praying she is not the opening kill.
I know.
And I know there are a lot of people that really believe that that's the way it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I hope not. I just feel like, and it's no shade to other, big celebrities in the past movies that were, killed early. But I just feel like Samara Weaving has so much that she could bring to the movie, even if she wasn't the killer, like even if somehow she was a new character, or a red herring or something like that. Like she's just talented enough to really bring a lot more to the movie than just an opening kill. But I could be wrong. It could be opening kill. It really could. So, do you think she's gonna be? Do you think she's gonna be the opening kill?
As of right now, if you made me choose, I had to choose one. I'm saying I'm going leaning towards opening kill. Yes, because and here's one of my reasons tonight is because she is she's leading caliber quality actor. She is like
True.
She's like a final girl level.
Yeah.
And here's the problem. If you have her now, you can make the same statement about Sarah Michelle Gellar in 2, and
Yeah.
I mean that's possible. But just think about if you put Samara Weaving in this movie, you're putting her up against Sam and Tara, who are supposed to be the leads, and not only that, we've got Kirby mixed in,
Right.
and then we've got Gail mixed in.
Right.
So you're at like what is that? That's 5 people
Yep.
that are competing for, and that's not even talking about the twins. I'm leaving them out.
Right.
That's 5 people all fighting for story time.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so I'm just thinking it's a numbers game. I'm like, how some of these people can't be featured because now here's one way you could do, in my mind, you could do it. You could have either Samara be a CC type of death where she lasts for a third of the movie,
Yeah.
and then she's dead, or half the movie, and she dies. That would work. Or you treat her like Debbie Salt and Mickey. You pepper her in throughout the film in little parts, in little
Yeah.
places, but then you're kind of diminishing what her potential is, until the third act in the theater, where I'm convinced it's going to be taking place, and you unleash her in the third act. But to me, I think those are your only 3 real options. I don't think you can carry her as another character that survives, and with Sam and with Kirby and Tara and Gail, all these people living, just seems like it's not likely in my mind. And
Yeah.
we're at 14 people with Tony Ravioli. It's our Levolori is really what it
Yes.
is. Like,
Yeah.
but if you we're up to 14 people here tonight, some of these people have to die in the beginning.
That's right.
I don't think you can carry 14 central cast members that have significant screen time
Yeah.
in this movie. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I hope I'm wrong because I want Samara to be in the whole movie.
Right. Me too. Me too.
But honestly, Melissa Barrera already is going to be trying to shine under the spotlight of Hayden Panettiere,
Yeah.
who can act.
Yes.
And
yes.
Samara Weaving now, it's like I don't know if she's going to be crushed underneath those people, man. I'm afraid that as much as she was outshined by Jenna in 5, in my opinion, I think could possibly be crushed under the weight of the acting skills of Samara and Hayden in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you think about that? Do you think that's a real thing where she could be diminished, like to the point where it just doesn't look like she's in the same league as
Well,
these other people?
Well, and I think that's the difference with this movie versus the previous movies because you had more balance as far as the time, the experience level of the actors and the actresses. You know what I'm saying? Even though Courtney Cox was the most experienced in the group, her role fit her experience level,
It
and
did.
so she could kind of be, she was really in the first movie especially, she was kind of on the outside looking in,
Yep.
where you had David and Nev and
Oh, with
oh my
Jamie
God,
and Rose.
Jamie and Rose. That's what I was trying to think of. It's Rose. All of them were kind of in that same parking lot as far as experience, and so
Yep.
it all flowed very well. And then of
Did.
course they grew together through the sequels. But even when you came to four, the OG three were older, but Hayden at that point already had, some experience. She had done a couple things. She had done Heroes for a couple of years that was very popular on
Yeah.
TV, and so
She had
forth
done
and so forth.
Valentine, which is one of my favorite
Valentine, yep.
slashers.
And of course, Marley had already done things, so she was all set. And of course Emma, Emma already had,
Oh man.
so really the experience level was never huge. Now you've got Melissa, who, like you said, based upon what happened in five, I think a big spotlight is going to kind of be on her, especially from the fans. I know from me,
Yep.
trying to see, are you ready? Are you ready to move up? This character is supposed to be, a prime focus, but now you're going to be dealing with Hayden, who's even more seasoned. You've got Samara, who's like just,
Man.
and Jenna is really rocking and rolling. So it's going to be interesting. I hope,
Yep.
my hope, and it's, again, I got jitters for this type of stuff too, that the script will help strengthen,
Yeah.
what she brings. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because
Exactly.
a good script can do that.
Mm-hmm.
you know and of course we've talked about issues that we've had, with the Scream 5 script. So I don't know, man. I
I
don't know.
know. I
you know
know. It's almost the more like some. I almost kind of wish. I've always said I'm fine if Sam was the opening kill. I've
Yeah.
said that. I mean, I know she won't be. There's no way. As conservative as it seems that they're playing this thing, I
Yeah.
don't think we're gonna ever see that. But if Sam was the opening kill, could you imagine? You have Tara, and then you have Samara Weaving stepping in as maybe as a friend, as helping her. Of
Yeah.
course, then we find out at the end it was Samara that killed Sam, because if I'm like this, man, if she's not an opening kill, she's a ghost faced.
Yes.
She can just lock it in, bro.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. And of course, and that's a issue too, because it's kind of like, I mean, all the fans are gonna figure that out, or assume it's gonna happen.
Assume it.
Of
Yeah.
course, they could play us up all the way up to the end,
Mm-hmm.
and she's revealed to just be a red herring or something like that. But I don't know, man. I tell you, there's so many things with Scream 6 that are pebbles in the shoe. Like you always say.
Yes. That's right.
There's a lot of pebbles.
Mm-hmm.
And wow.
I know. And that the best thing in the world would be if we see her, Samara, I'm talking about, if we see Samara living and we're in the finale and we're like, oh, we know she's Ghostface, and then all of a sudden she's standing there and bam, Ghostface comes up behind her, just kills her right there on the stage.
Ooh.
That's the kind of stuff I'm hoping for. I want to be genuinely shocked and surprised in this movie night. So bad.
Yes. Me too. Me too. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Chris is here from Discover Montreal, my inside guy who's giving me my pictures And breaking me the news, Knight, he's got a comment here. Let's see. It's at 12. It's at 2:03.
Okay. All right. Let's see. 2:03. Wow, I was really far behind.
It's easy to do.
Right? Let's see.
Chris is in the house, man. Chris, we got to talk, buddy. I know. Well, nice getting to your comment, bro. I know. We got your email, man. We gotta talk. Oh, look at that. Just got back from downtown.
Wow.
Guess who I ran into? Not Nev. That's funny.
Don't get too excited.
That's great. Well, Chris, tell us, my man, if you're going to spill the beans, let's hear it. Go. Let's go. Who is it?
Spill the beans. That's
Spill
right.
it. And send me the pictures, bro. If you have pictures, I'll do a video tomorrow.
Wow. That is awesome. Could you imagine though if it was Nev?
Oh my gosh, man.
I'd be singing a song.
That would be.
Hey, Chaos, would love to be on again with you soon, Night. My best to you and Craven. Thanks so much, man.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
man. You
Yeah.
too, buddy.
Definitely, man. Got to get you on soon. I'll reach out to you, man. I'll talk to you on Twitter, and we'll
Yeah.
figure something out.
Yeah, great job tonight, man. Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was great.
Very
Here we
cool.
go.
Oh,
Chris
it's
says
Mason.
he ran into Mason
Mason.
Gooding. Nice.
All right.
All right.
Nice.
Chris, did you get some pictures? Oh, he was heading to the set, the pictures you sent me. Okay. Nice, man. All right. Chris is all over it, man. He has been such a trooper. He has gone out there. He's going out at nighttime, walking downtown, looking for new shot locations.
Wow. Sleeping
fact-
on the streets in a sleeping bag.
Pretty much. And like the rumored dates that Nev's supposed to shoot, he's literally going to try to be at the airport hanging out to try to get pictures of her coming in.
Can you imagine?
I mean, dude, listen. I was talking to Chaos about this. If Chris gets the shot of Nev and he sends it to me, and I'm sitting here, which may be the only person who has, other than Chris, who has this image in the Scream fandom that Nev is there, that's a big responsibility with what to do with that picture.
True.
Because
Very
I
true.
mean, people are going to hate me no matter what I do. If I keep it a secret,
Right.
or if I let it put it out there, they're going to say I'm ruining the movie. I'll hear everything. But if I have that picture from Chris, I'm going to contemplate, and I'm going to think, and I'll probably call you, and I'll call Chaos. Jose said, "Call me, we'll talk," and I'm going to seriously think carefully what to do with that image.
Right.
But I will probably put some type of a. I don't think I'll keep it in. I'll have to share it, but it may be the
Right.
way I share it
yeah.
is
I was just
how
about
I'll
to
be
say.
careful.
Yeah.
Like, don't open this video unless you want spoilers. That kind
Right.
of thing.
Yep. Yep.
So Mason will be featured in the high rise. Interesting. So I got a little breaking news night I'll share with you on the stream while we got Chris
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
So Chris, while you're here, man, I got pictures sent to me from someone who is actually staying in the building that they're filming in. I got these pictures, and it's an Airbnb there. Someone rented out their apartment, and they're filming. What he was telling me is he actually sent me over the filming, the papers, the Blackmore filming stuff. So it's completely legit. And so, let's see here. Oh yeah, there you go, Chris. Chris doesn't look at the picture he just sent me. I'm just now seeing your message, brother. I didn't see it earlier. I just walked past Mason Gooding. Okay, so real quick, I'm trying to find the pictures. But anyway, what he sent me was here he goes. So I won't reveal who he was. He didn't want me to reveal who he was, and I respect that. But he said that he was filming's happening. He said an Airbnb there last weekend, and he spoke to someone that was setting up the apartment. Now that person told him that I'm going to do a video on this tomorrow, so you're getting it all first here. He said that it says here that the person told him that it's going to be Courtney Cox's apartment. Take that for what it is. Here are photos that I took. And these are actually, you can't see them, obviously. But it's the same building that Chris sent me the exclusive images outside of. And he sent me over it's Torrent HD filming, and it's got the Blackmore. It's got all the stuff on it,
Mm-hmm.
and a map of where it's at. It's all here. I mean, I know you can't see it,
Yeah.
but he said that they're filming on the 14th floor, which is the top floor of the building, and his apartment and Airbnb was on the 6th floor, so it's not the same floor. He was on the 6th, but yeah, it's exactly, Chris. So I've got this information. I'll share it with you as well. But he sent me pictures of the apartment inside and said, I don't know if it's going to look just like this, but he sent me some pictures of it inside of it.
Wow. All
So
right.
I've got all this in my inbox right now. I just haven't got it on a video yet.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is so cool. And so you guys are hearing it first. And this is real interesting because we've heard that Gail's going to be in that house at night. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They've been rumoring that they had the pumpkin set up. That
Yep.
was
And the hay and all that.
and
Yep.
the hay and all that. That was supposed to be Gail's house. Well, and this person says the person that's living there, they're in the apartment building there, said that it's going to be Courtney Cox's. So we can't verify that. All we can is verify that that's the location.
Right.
So
Right. Wow, man.
good stuff, man.
Yeah, that is good stuff. Wow, you guys, I'm telling you, that's awesome.
And thank you,
Awesome,
Chris.
awesome.
I'm telling you, Chris is like on top of this stuff, man.
Yeah.
He found that high rise, bro. That's the only reason I even know about it. He said he went and found those pictures of the building. All the Mel's trucks were lined up down the street. They had the catering sign,
Wow.
like where to go inside and eat. And the sign out there says catering Blackmore.
Very
And
cool.
all this, he stumbled upon it. And so, yeah, we have to rethink the pumpkin house, Chris. I know that's right. Exactly. It could be that, it could be that that was just a rumor. That's not true. They're
Yeah.
making it out to be. That's gay. He said they said it's Courtney Cox. So
Wow. Crazy.
yeah, I know, Nathaniel. That's the thing. That's the dilemma: is do I share it or not? Because
Yeah.
when Chris sends that to me, we're gonna have it, and so if I share it, it's gonna be done responsibly because you guys
Yeah.
know how I do things. So
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, man, because you I mean, that's like huge.
Oh,
You know,
that's-
if that comes to pass, it's huge.
Right.
So, obviously, and you'll handle it in the best way possible, obviously. But can you imagine though? Like, I mean, that would really be, it almost be like, before you hit, okay or whatever on the video
Publish.
upload or publish, yeah, you'll be like this, be like,
I
you
know. It's like, should I do it? And I click it, and then it's gone. And
and there's
dude,
no turning
that's Mike. Mike. Night. That could be 100,000. That could be a 100K video.
Oh yeah,
views.
Absolutely.
Easily.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because
Absolutely.
if that starts catching wind on social,
Yeah.
it'll be ridiculous. It's just gonna
Yeah.
it'll be out of control.
That's right. Crazy. Wow. I can't wait, man. Good night, Miss Carter.
Good night.
I
Stu
can't I can't yeah, I know, Stu Nation. I can't wait to see if it happens though. I know this sounds crazy, but you know me. I'm still holding up a little bit of hope
I know.
that maybe
I know.
maybe she could, because I just love the character. I love her as an actress so much,
Me too, man.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Me too. So, Night, let me ask you this before we go on to the next topic. If Chris messages me and says, "I've got it, it's happened," do you want to know? Do you want me to call you and say I need to talk to you?
Yeah.
Or okay, you want to
I
know
do.
either way. All right.
I do
Okay.
because I want
You got to know, right?
I gotta know, man.
I would
gotta
want to know as well.
I gotta know, because this has definitely been a roller coaster for Scream. It's been a fun ride, but it's definitely been a roller coaster. It really, really has. So yeah, I'd want to know. I'd want to know.
Okay.
Anthony with another one. Thank you so much, Anthony. Saying, fellas, going back in time, do you think Wes got inspiration for Tina's death in A Nightmare on Elm Street from the paranormal bedroom attack on the mom in Poltergeist? Could be. That was a very cool scene in Poltergeist, and I love Poltergeist. It would not surprise me. Um,
Hmm.
that's a great
I'm.
question, Anthony.
It is a great question. I never heard Wes ever
Saying that.
say that though. Okay,
Right.
and Wes has said stuff like, I drew inspiration from this. I mean,
True.
so I think he would have said that if that, because that was such a big scene in
Yeah.
that movie. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the one that made me literally stop the movie because I watched it on VHS or and I literally had to pause the movie and just like go get a drink from the kitchen or something. It messed with me that bad when I first saw it,
Wow.
and
Okay.
I had the lights off. It was like midnight, and that happened. That's happening. I'm like, oh no, this is no,
It's like, oh
no.
no.
I paused it. I got up. I had to go get got a soda. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna go back and watch the rest of it now.
Right.
So I don't know. I can't say for sure, but I think he would have said something like, I really drew inspiration from Poltergeist and
Yeah.
tried to make it my own or whatever.
I do know that they talked about on. Did you ever see that documentary "Never Sleep Again"? It talks about the
No.
okay the night talks about the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise.
Yeah.
Each movie, but it definitely has a nice portion for the original,
Okay.
and a lot of stuff with Wes and makeup effects and cinematography and Heather, Robert, everybody was in it. Oh wow, dude, that's we'll talk because I think you'd enjoy that. But anyways,
Yeah, man.
um,
I'd like to see that.
they did talk about how the idea of the rotating room, and I could be wrong, but I could have sworn they said they had inspiration from. I don't know if they said it was Fred Astaire or someone. It was an older, uh, star that had a similar scene where they were on the ceiling, walking on the ceiling type of thing, or something
Okay.
like that. So I do know that maybe it was the idea of using the rotating room. I don't know, but anyways, there was something there. But you're right. I never heard him say anything about Poltergeist.
Mm-mm.
So if it was maybe something subconscious. But I've never heard him say anything about Poltergeist at all.
You know what it is? I looked it up here. It says Craven was inspired by the musical Royal Wedding, which Fred Astaire does a dance number where he dances up the sides of the wall.
Hmm.
That was where Craven's inspiration was. It was from a
Yep.
Fred Astaire musical
Okay.
called The
Yep.
Royal Wedding. There you go.
Yep. 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 I'm
We got
surprised
to
I
we got
remembered
to
that.
answer that one. Good job, dude.
Hey, man, you know how it is.
Now I've got that logged in my memory banks. Now I'll always know now
Yeah,
for
yeah,
future reference.
absolutely. Well, Anthony, thank you so much for that. We appreciate it. And let's play this thing one more time. You guys get ready for the volume. It's going to be a little loud. So I'm going to
Yep.
give you guys 5 seconds, and then I'll play it. So I'll do a countdown. Five, four, three, two, one.
Bring that fat ass over here. Oh, I wanna
I tell you. And I think he's in his bathroom, right? Looks like his
I,
bathtub
I
behind him. Did you see that?
I think so.
I think that's his bathroom, dude. My gosh.
Oh man, I think he's in this bathroom.
The acoustics, right? It's for the acoustics, for the
Right.
vocals.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. Oh man, but thank you so much, Anthony. We appreciate it seriously.
Yeah,
No
man.
doubt. No doubt. Mary had asked a little whiles ago, "What's your favorite horror music theme from a horror movie?" Mine is Halloween theme that I have as a ringtone. Second one is Nightmare on Elm Street. Ooh. Well, I hate to sound like I'm copying you, Mary, but Halloween Halloween is definitely it's got to be my favorite. It is something that I've enjoyed since I was a little kid. It used to scare me so much as a little kid, and I just absolutely love it. And especially around Halloween time in the fall. Um, it's on my playlist anyways throughout the year, but especially around October, September, October, I play it, fairly regularly, in rotation. So I got to go with the Halloween theme myself.
I agree, man. I don't think you can top it. I mean, really, that original 78 score is just
Yeah.
phenomenal. Every single scene, it doesn't matter. Not just the main piano theme, but like just even the little sounds that it makes. And it just holds that high note. It's like
Yes.
just holds forever. Just all of that stuff. And then the dun, dun, dun,
Dun
dun,
dun
dun,
dun
dun.
dun.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, I love
Oh,
that.
dude, come on,
Oh
man! That gives me
man.
chill bumps even now. Just
Right.
hearing that
Yes.
is some intense stuff, and I've never heard one that's gotten better than that. I mean, I will say the Scream '96 score is phenomenal to
It
me. I
is good.
love that music in that movie. So
Yes.
those are my two picks: it's Halloween and Scream, and
Yeah.
Nightmare's good too. But
Yeah, Nightmare is good.
yeah,
Absolutely.
it's
I
good.
agree. I agree. That's a great question, Mary. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh,
Katie saying good night. Good night, Katie. Take it
good
easy.
night, Katie. You take it easy. Yep,
Katie is all right, man.
she is, man.
Cam TV's in the chat saying, love you all, including the chat. Feels good to have people that love horror as much as I do. Thank you. Well,
Nice.
welcome. Welcome. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Seriously, very cool.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Um, Nathaniel saying Never Sleep Again is a have to watch for sure. It is. It really is. Conrad knows too, man. Like seriously, it is so good. William saying the same thing. You guys know what's up. You know what we should do? I'm gonna think of something and special for you, Steven. I'm gonna think of something, but
Okay.
because I know and I know how you are about the franchise in general, but I know which ones you are okay with, but
Okay.
I think it'd be something cool to I got an idea. I got an
Oh
idea.
wow.
I got an
I'm
idea.
excited, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Cam also saying, also I'm so ready for Halloween ends. It feels like Endgame to me. Yeah, I hear. Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt about it. No doubt. Um, I will join the channel ASAP. Hey, well, thank you
Sweet.
so much. We appreciate that. Seriously, that's awesome. Very, very cool. Um, and Nathaniel coming in with a $2 super chat saying, Craven, send Night Watch apartment pics. Let us see.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you can't put him on the spot like that.
Dang.
I'll answer. I will answer for my good friend Steven. We are gonna let him, we're gonna let him put it together because he always puts together great videos on
Oh,
his
thank you.
channel, and we'll let him do it. We'll let him do it that way because he's worked really, really hard, to get these scoops, and obviously Chris and they've got
Yeah.
some really good stuff going. So I'll answer that,
Oh, well,
So
thank you, Knight.
yeah.
I'll tell you what I will do. I will. He sent me a new pic now, which is I'm gonna save, but I'm gonna for tomorrow. But I will send you one. Knight, I will go ahead and send one over to you that I shared in my most recent video, and
Okay.
so you guys, it's the high rise building, and
Okay.
I'm actually emailing it to you right now. There you go, buddy.
All
This
right.
is a really good shot of the building.
All
And
right.
yeah, this it's pretty awesome because Chris has been telling me that I was just reading to this is from tonight is that Jasmine and Liana were doing Instagram lives from inside their apartments in this building.
Oh.
So that's pretty awesome. And Chad is there as well. So there's a lot going on in this building that I sent over to tonight.
All right. Let's see. I've got it. All right. Let's see. Do. Down low. Okay. All right. We'll put this up for you guys.
There it is.
Let me just move Millions comment there. Oh wow.
There it is. That's the New York, quote, New York high rise outside
Very
look.
cool. Wow.
And yeah, they're on the top floor of this building.
It looks cool, man.
It does. I love that architecture look, the way the
I
brick
know. That's what
the
I was thinking
windows.
too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah,
Very
man. A
cool.
lot's going to be going down here. Like I say, the person who I'll leave nameless by their request told me that the person setting up the apartment for filming was told them it was Courtney Cox's apartment. Is what they said,
Wow.
which is new because we've known up to now is that it was that house with the pumpkin and the
Right.
hay. So, and Chris is saying now while I get the picture up, he said it looks like filming was imminent when he went by. There was lots of activity on the street, people standing by like they were getting ready to start filming.
Wow. 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 Wow.
So we got some nighttime. I told you guys earlier on my stream, they're filming at night. They're doing mostly night, a lot of night shooting. So
Yeah. Yeah.
they're literally filming the movie as we're speaking in that building.
Very cool. Very cool. Wow. Well,
I'm gonna
it's
have
an awesome.
Chris. Oh, sorry, Night. I mean, I was just
No,
gonna say
I was just saying it's awesome.
it is awesome, and Chris is gonna be joining me in a week or so, week and a half, for a live stream this time, not a video.
Okay.
So you guys can actually come over on the live stream, can actually ask questions. Chris, we can interact with you live in real time,
Nice.
which is gonna
Very,
be
very
great.
cool. Very cool, man. Well, hey, thank you so much for sharing that picture. You definitely didn't
Yeah.
have to do that.
Absolutely, man.
You know, and that was for you guys. Very kind of Stephen to do that, and
You're welcome.
definitely nothing that is expected. You know.
Sure.
And Heather was saying, can we turn our mics up? As far as I knew, oh, Michael's saying, hey, Craven and Knight, can y'all turn your mics up? Hopefully you guys are able to hear us okay.
I
'Cause I-
can, but I don't want to overpower Night. We're trying to be balanced, so that
Right.
you may have to turn your volumes all the way up. Like right now, I've got my volume up to 94 out of 100 to hear Night. That's how low Night's voice is for me. So I know it's low,
Yeah.
but I'm hoping that mine is as low, if that makes sense.
Right. So that we're balanced.
Even.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony coming in with another one. Do you guys have a favorite composer other than Carpenter? Mine is Christopher Young. He did Hellraiser 1 and 2, A Nightmare 2, Urban Legend, Species, and Sinister. Wow, those are some good ones. Wow. Well, I mean, and this is kind of this is outside of horror, except for Jaws, but John Williams is definitely I mean, holy crap.
No doubt.
I've grown up on so much of his music. I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say that he's one of my favorite composers of all time. Geez. Yeah. I mean, I can't really there's others that are really good too. But yeah, I would say he's probably my number one. What about you, Steven?
It has to be John Williams to me for overall movie composer, not just horror. Like I say, we're talking about just film composer.
Yeah.
I mean, when you hear, and I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make sure. Just give me a second. I want to make sure that I'm giving him credit for the movie I think that he did, because I'm almost sure it's him. It's got to be, but I could be wrong. But give me a second, and I'll tell you what I think. But yeah, all like the Star Wars things and all of this.
Indiana Jones,
Indiana
Superman,
Jones.
Jurassic Park.
Okay, all right. I've got another name. Okay, here's another name. Alan Silvestri,
Yes.
because
True.
he wrote the epic score for Back to the Future, which is one of the best scores of any film I've ever seen before.
Good
Just
point. Good point.
epic score, dude. So I think Alan Silvestri needs consideration for that, for one of those top spots as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. I also like Jerry Goldsmith too. He's done a lot of good stuff.
Oh yeah,
It's a lot of
Yeah.
of great composers,
absolutely.
But yeah, no, that's a good question, Anthony. Anthony's always got, It's got good. He's good, man. He's
He's good.
good.
And I have to say, if we're talking about composers for horror, I have to mention Marco Beltrami. Just
Yeah.
I have to, man, because man, guy's talented, man.
Yeah. Yep. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Hey, what's up, Joel? Joel saying you're even. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, good.
Good.
We finally settled our bets.
I can. Cam saying, so do you guys think Michael will die in Ends? And if so, how? Well, at one point, I thought he would. And I've talked about that in videos about what I thought was going to happen. Kind of like a, not wishful thinking theory, but, a happy type of ending. But for the last, I don't even know, several weeks, maybe even month or two, easily, I've come to a darker, way of looking at it, and I don't think he's gonna die. I have this feeling that he's not gonna die, or at least not in a traditional sense. And I could be totally wrong on that, but I'm just thinking that this movie is gonna really do something surprising, and it will be something that's a little controversial. And to me, having Laurie kill Michael would not be controversial. So that's kind of why I'm thinking of that. How are you looking at it, Steven?
Boy, so I'm kind of with you. Originally, I thought Lori would. Originally, Lori was going to win. She's going to kill Michael, and then I'm like, no, Lori's going to die. I just know it. I feel it.
Yeah.
And then it came back to whether or not Allison was going to have the final say, or Hawkins that actually kills Michael. And I'm going on this thing, man, where I'm really on this kick lately. This has like been I can't get off. I'm really on this hard for the last probably 2 weeks or so, where I think that if they kill Michael Myers' body, then the evil that's within him is like Loomis described it as, dark, black eyes, the darkest eyes, the devil's eyes. He said, I'm convinced that anything that was remotely human was gone. I mean, you could do that so much better than I could. But he was like telling us, dude, that there is
Right.
something in him that's no longer what he was.
Right.
And I believe what that is pure evil. That's exactly what it is. Immaterial. It's a spiritual thing. You can't kill it. You can't touch it. It's there. So even if you kill Michael Myers, that's why it's like I see it as a trick question. If you kill Michael Myers, can he die? Yes. Can what makes him the shape die? No. So if they're going to kill, if James Jude Courtney's going to be a corpse, then in my mind, Knight, there has to be a recipient for that evil to be a vessel rather, for that evil to make their host. So I think that like what I even earlier on the night stream on the live stream earlier, this came up and I mentioned this analogy. I said, imagine if they kill Michael and it's like, oh, we're all feeling great. Allison gets victory. And then you see someone walking and just at the feet level, like all you see is their feet on the sidewalk in like a residential neighborhood, and it's fall, those windy, you hear wind blowing, leaves blowing, and this person's walking and all of a sudden they just stop,
Mm-hmm.
and then you see the camera slowly pans up from their feet up, and when it gets to their face, just before you see who it is, all you see them is go pulling a mask down over their face, and you hear and it represents the spirit of Michael going into this person. And now, as I get chill bumps, yes, I am getting chill bumps on my own theory. Now, you hear the breath, the wind blowing, but it's a dual meaning night.
Yeah.
It's not just the wind. And now this person is inhabited. The evil is inhabited. They are now the shape. They are the new boogeyman. And we end with the and we go to credits. That's the final ending of the movie.
Well,
So Michael
That
lives on, just not in his own body. The spirit
that
within him.
yeah, that could be good. That could be really really good. I mean, I definitely think it's not going to be cut and dry.
Yeah,
I mean,
agreed.
I think most everyone is starting to come to that realization. It's not going to be cut and dry. You know that Lori, wins, or whatever. I think it's going to be something. It could be something like what you're talking about. It really could. It really really could. Val, though, she's saying, I still stand that the shape will die. The shape and Lori will die together. That could happen too. I could see that happening. It definitely would be poetic. But Val saying, not sure how they will die though. Yeah, I mean, it could be so many different things. It really could be so many ways that they, you know, go into this confrontation with each other, or that they die. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Let's see. Um, Million saying Michael surviving isn't surprising, but extreme expected. I'm standing on the possibility he dies. No evil transfer either. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. William saying Halloween 6 shows why Michael keeps coming back. The evil never dies. Yep. Yep. That's true. It's true. Nathaniel saying, so Craven is saying that Michael is supernatural a la Freddy and Jason in a way. Well, I think that, I mean, obviously you can kind of draw comparisons a little bit if the ending is like that. Um, but if they do it right, if they execute it the correct way, I think the mythology is it's cleaner. You know what I'm saying? Like, because with Michael, there was never any explanation, you know, and if his body is if he's killed or whatever, and that evil is past, to me, I still think it's a cleaner mythology. It's a little bit scarier, in the sense that there's no explanation. With Freddy, we know his backstory. We know why he's able to do what he does. With Jason, obviously there's backstory to him as well. So I think it'll be a little bit different in that sense. But yes, supernatural. Supernatural. Let's see, I just want to catch up to you guys real quick. Val saying, it is hard to let go, but it's time. That doesn't mean an end to the franchise, though. So many other avenues to go. That's true, too. That is true. Let's see. At this point, just drop a nuke on Haddonfield and hope for the best. Right? Could be, could be. Let's see. Million saying, Michael isn't supernatural like Freddy or Jason, more like Tina from Friday the 13th Part 7 or Carrie. All right. All right. Yeah, he's definitely, to me, he's definitely not supernatural in the same sense of Freddy or Jason, and if this ending, if it happens like that, they're definitely showing him to be a different type of supernatural, like with Freddy or Jason, um, they're able to do these fantastical things, even though in the movies usually at the end they get defeated. But with Michael, it's just different. It's just different.
Yep.
Nathaniel saying, I see your point, Night Watch. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
There you go.
Two boys saying, what elements from 78 would you like to see in 2022?
All
Oh,
of them.
yeah. Yep. No,
Sorry.
you're right.
Everything.
You're right. That would be such a treat. Um, I think it would be great if they do that, but there's also a part of me that's thinking maybe they won't, or at least not all of it, like what we're talking about. I think they might have some elements of it, but I don't know. I don't know. I'd love to see more stalking. I'd love to see more tension build up. I'd like to see some more character moments so that when things happen, we care about them. Those are all things that I would love to see. Will we see that? I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping to. I think it would make sense to, but yeah, like I said, man,
Hmm.
I'm I don't know.
I don't know, man, either. I would love to see that that stalking cat
Yes.
and mouse 78 feel where Myers was never in a rush to kill anybody. He just took his time and
Mhm.
he could watch you. I mean, look how long he looked at Lori. He
That's
watched
right.
her in school. When he had the car and he was watching there, and then I love that element of the slow burn because 78's a slow burn, dude. There's not much
It is.
violence in that movie. It
That's
doesn't
right.
happen till the end,
That's right.
and you know, once the killing starts, once poor Nancy doesn't see the breathing and Bob and the whole 9 yards goes, and I can never remember the blonde's good name. I never remember it.
Oh,
Uh,
Linda.
Linda and
Yeah.
Bob and
Totally.
Annie, totally, totally. I love it. I love how you can see that where our culture was pop culture and all these
Right?
movies throughout the decades. It's so cool. But
Exactly.
I want to see that back, dude. I do. I really want to see that back.
Me too, man. It'd be very cool. Very, very cool. Cam saying, so what do you think the shock ending will be? The way I was looking at it was the shock ending that I was thinking of, and again, this is all just speculation and
Yeah.
just thinking about it and talking about it and discussing it. But one of my shock endings was the fact that everyone was gonna die
Hmm.
except for Michael. Like
Yeah.
everyone, Allison, Laurie, Lindsay, Hawkins, all of them, they're gonna die. Michael's the last one standing, and he just walks off. Like
Yes.
evil wins. He just walks off, and it fades. It just fades. Now, I don't know if I even should say it live right now. That's where I'm recently at. I'll just put it that way. That's where I'm recently at. But it could change. It could change. What about you, Steven?
Man, I actually don't hate the idea. Most people will hate it. Casual fans would hate it. I don't hate the idea of him winning and killing everyone. I think there's something so almost appropriate because look at what happened in 78.
Right.
He won.
That's right.
He won, guys. He lived in 78. He didn't and everyone except Lori and Loomis that came in his path were dead.
Right.
I think that if you want to honor the first movie, and I think David Gordon Green is a big fan of it, as he said, why don't you let him win again? Let him win again. Let's go. End it like
Yeah.
78.
Yep. Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
and
I
and
like it
that's
personally.
and that's literally what I was thinking was the fact that you can't kill the boogeyman. So if you stay with that mantra, he
Hmm.
wins. Now, the other way to look at it is kind of like what you were saying, Stephen, is that, it passes to someone else because the evil, never dies and so forth and so forth. So, I don't know, but that would definitely upset a lot of people, because it would, in theory, mean that this isn't the end. You know what I mean? Like he's still alive. Nothing. But of course, they don't need to continue this timeline after this. When Halloween does come back, they could just literally just say, "Hey, he just won and he just walked off." Maybe he goes to another town. Maybe that's what it means when they say Halloween
Hmm.
ends, is that he doesn't have to be in Haddonfield anymore. You
That's
know,
right.
he killed everyone, and maybe he just, whatever. It could be a lot of different ways,
Yeah.
um, but it would definitely, kind of tie a bow to 78 to me,
Mm-hmm. It would
So,
be.
yeah,
I agree.
yeah. Just another horror fan saying stalking with amazing kills as a payoff. Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Million saying David Gordon Green did an interview after Kills where he explained the ending of Kills, debunking Laurie's monologue being taken literally and how legal and narrative reasons prevent those earlier sequel elements. Hmm.
Hmm. Being taken literally. It's
Like
interesting.
like the almost supernatural type of elements. I think that's what he might mean.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Could be. Could be. I'm thinking about it because the earlier sequels definitely had supernatural elements, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Val, as long as I don't see the damn radio tower. Oh man. Do you know, like, if we watch this movie, if I'm in the theater and I don't think it's gonna come to pass whatsoever. I have no faith in it whatsoever. But if that radio tower has a big role to play, I'm gonna be thinking about Val the whole time. Oh
Me
my
too.
gosh. Wow.
Oh.
Mm-mm-mm. Yes. Playing with his
Oh man.
victims, taunting them without them realizing. Yeah. Yep. 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 Very cool. His mask, maybe, and what about his house having something tied in? The house might have something. It might. I've heard some people talk about that. It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. Million saying 78 was inconclusive. We don't know if he lived or died. People just assume he lived, and that's the fault of the sequels. Take 78 on its own, that conclusion doesn't wash. Well, no, I think it was conclusive enough. Put it this way: he was alive at least for the time being. As the movie was ending, because they you heard
Yeah.
his breathing,
You heard his breathing at the end. Exactly.
and
Yeah.
and Car- and Car- and Carpenter even said that too, though, because he said that the idea is that he was still alive and he was out there and you didn't know where, and that's why
Mm-hmm.
he showed the places where he had been, and you
Right.
heard that breathing at the end. So now whether or not, I mean, we could debate whether or not he was gonna, he was at 100% and lived out the rest of his days if there was no other sequels, or if he was just, still on adrenaline, and he was just alive for a few more hours until he succumbed to the bullet injuries. But from what Carpenter says, he was alive. He lived.
Yep. He was live. Definitely. I agree. 100%. Falling off a second story balcony, getting shot 6 times. Most of us would have a broken back at least,
Yeah,
or some broken bones. But like you say, and the whole thing about Carpenter coming out and talking about it, that kind of, for me, that was enough to seal it.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, thanks, Heather. I appreciate that. Two boys saying, I did hear they may not touch on the 4-year gap. Your thoughts? As far as I know, the 4-year gap is still, it's going to be in there. As far as I know, I have put it this way. I haven't heard anything otherwise. Um, and if it's not in there, I'll be totally shocked. Because that's one thing that's been talked about. That's probably one of the things about ends that's been talked about the most, as far as, for sure what's going to happen. That there's going to be a 4-year um, time jump. So,
Yes.
hey, what's up, Ben? what's going on? Saying I am the Night Watch. All right. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. We're just hanging out, just talking about Halloween and Scream. We talked about Nope a little bit and some of our biggest fears and all that type of stuff, man. But hope you're doing well.
Yeah. Welcome.
Nathaniel saying, get those likes up, everyone. Like Spike action. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now here's Million talking about it. When Laurie is talking about Michael transcending, she isn't talking about him physically, but the reputation he has earned, yep, increases with every kill. More fear is created, which is Kill's theme. Yes, yep, that's what I took from it as well. You know, his myth, his mythology, the idea of the boogeyman, people become more afraid. Um, and it's almost like the other thing for me was also like people were infected by it in kills. And
Yeah.
I don't mean like, you know, you get a disease or something, but what I mean is like with Tommy, you know, even Marion, Sheriff Brackett, you know, it's like they had dealt with what had happened with the boogeyman and the whole idea of him being this monster and so forth. It destroyed their lives to certain degrees, you know,
Yeah.
they became obsessed with it, just like Laurie, you know.
Hmm.
And I think that that was a big part of what was going on in Kills, you know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anthony said, unpopular opinion, Christine is my favorite Carpenter movie. Is it in your guys' top 3 of his movies? Ooh.
Mm.
Hmm.
Well,
I don't know if I would say it's in. No, actually, I can answer it pretty easily. It's not in my top 3.
me either.
Um,
No.
it could be in my top 5. In my top 3, um, well, I can at least name 2, and that's Halloween and The Thing. Those are 2 of my favorite movies ever in any type of genre ever. So those are definitely my top 2. But number 3, it wouldn't be Christine. It would either be, um, and there's so many of them. I mean, it would either be, you know, I love Prince of Darkness, I love In the Mouth of Madness, Big Trouble, Escape, The Fog. Um, so it's hard to say what number 3 is, but Christine could be in my top 5 because I do like Christine quite a bit. So I could put it in my top 5.
It's a good movie. I
It
agree. I,
is.
I, I think though that I have to go Halloween in the Thing. I have to match you. I have to match you on those two. And trying to think what would be next. I'll have to tell you, there's a movie that I want to put in there, and it's part of the Carpenter's apocalyptic trilogy,
Mm-hmm.
and it's In the Mouth of Madness, dude.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That movie's
I
a
love that one.
trip.
It is. It
Man,
is. I agree. I
you
agree.
read Sutter Kane and Sam Neill. Come on, man,
Yeah,
that guy is awesome.
he is, man. I love Sam Neill. He is great. He is great. Million saying Carpenter left it ambiguous, inconclusive, so the audience is left unknowing. Yeah, I could see you looking at it that way, you know. But I'm sure
Hmm.
there are some that thought one way or the other as well. I thought of it as that he was still alive. That's how I. That's how I. What do you guys think? You know, did you guys, especially for you guys that are big fans of '78, because I know there's some people that are big fans of '78, and there's fans that are, you know, more into the other sequels and so forth. But I always thought it was that he was alive. You know, or at least it was likely that he was alive. What's up, Buff Shaman?
Hey
Nice to
man,
see you.
what's
Nice to see
happening,
you.
man?
Nice to see you. Million saying the 4-year gap is there. I think he means they're not going to explain where he was. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they will explain it. I put it this way: I never thought that they were going to go deep into it. You know, I thought they would touch upon it, but I never thought to myself that they're gonna like go into this big, deep dive of where he's been for 4 years and stuff like that. No, I don't think they
Yeah.
need to either. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw just maybe a couple little flashback scenes. Wouldn't surprise me though.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, it may not be nothing crazy, but just like, I mean, and they may not. Like I said, it may just be more spoken word.
Yeah.
Where's he been over the last 4 years?
Right. Right.
Hiding out in the woods, in the caves. Who knows? Who cares? I guess like that kind of dialogue. That's, I mean,
Yes.
and that may be it.
Right. Ben's going with top three: Halloween, The Thing, and The Fog. All right.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, same thing with Nathan. All right.
It's too bad he didn't do Maximum Overdrive. It would have been in my top three.
Wow.
Why not?
Buff Shaman saying the volume is low here. Everything is turned up on my end. Oh man, that's a bummer. We've been trying to work on the volume of it, and I'm actually using something different tonight because I had some tech issues last night. So sorry about that, man. Sorry. Million saying Carpenter's Prince of Darkness. All right.
Yeah,
Very
that's
cool.
a trippy movie too.
Yes. Let's see. Nathaniel saying Carpenter said in an interview that the 78 Halloween was supposed to be the last. Yes. Yet he also mentioned that Michael was still alive, aka Evil never dies. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep.
Sheriff Brackett. I felt so bad for him.
I did too.
I understand they were doing it for fan service and nostalgia,
Yes.
but they did him wrong, dude. That poor little man was a security guard in the hospital, and he looked really kind of frail. He didn't look very good,
yeah.
and he's like, and he got his one line in. It was so, I was like, oh, everybody's entitled to one good scare. I'm like, oh, he said it again, but it
Yeah.
just to kill the man like
I
that was
know.
on the street it was just oh
Yep.
man. Anyway,
But anyways, yeah. I mean, yeah, I felt bad too, but what are you gonna do? I mean, and the sad part about it is that really all that's left is Lori and Lindsay, from the OG.
I know that's it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I tell you. Anyways, but you know what, guys? We are gonna get ready to end this up. I know Steven's been on for a while. He was on his channel for a little while, and then was gracious enough to come over here and hang out for a little while.
Oh,
And
I
we
love to,
appreciate
man.
that. Yeah, we appreciate that so much.
You
But
bet.
but definitely, if you haven't, and I know so many of you guys are, but if you haven't, definitely check out Steven's channel. Go subscribe. I've got the link to his channel in the description. It's there right now, so definitely do that, and definitely support my friend. And
Thank you, buddy.
we're going to be coming up with some other stuff. We'll be talking about some other stuff, so keep your eyes open. We've had a lot of fun with these late night streams, just kind of shooting the breeze like tonight, but also doing, watch-alongs, which have been hilarious.
Bro,
They've been hilarious streams, man. Seriously, it's been crazy.
everybody, for you guys, if you have not been on one of our last two watch parties we did for Maximum Overdrive and Sleepwalkers,
Yes,
let me just tell you right now, you've got to watch the replay.
yes,
Go watch the replay, cue the movie up, watch it with us.
yes.
It's
yes.
so much fun, man. And we're gonna do an
Yes.
encore night,
Yes,
right?
we are.
We're doing an encore watch party for Maximum Overdrive because we enjoyed it that much.
That's right.
It was the most fun feeling, all of us together. Katie was watching that with us, right? I'm trying to remember, was it Katie or no? I'm trying to remember who was with us. I think it was her, right?
I believe
Or was
so.
it Sleepwalkers?
Oh no, maybe it was Sleepwalkers
I
that
think
she
she
was
was with
on.
Sleepwalkers.
Yeah, it might have been Sleepwalkers.
It was
we had
Jack
Nanette.
Stannis.
No, yes, right. Jack was with us.
Jack
That's
was with
right, Jack.
Maximum.
You're
That's
right.
right. Yes.
Yes, yes,
And then Katie was the other one. It was the Sleepwalkers.
yes, yes.
Bro, all I can tell you is we're gonna do another encore. Either Knight's gonna host it or I'll host it on my channel for the encore viewing. We'll get it on the calendar in the next couple of weeks, hopefully.
Yeah, we will. We will. Absolutely. All right. Nathaniel says, Craven's been chirping for hours now. Thank you both. We appreciate
It's
it.
true. Yeah. 4.5 hours. Hey man, I've done 8 hours. It's
Yeah,
my
you
record.
have.
But I paid for that though.
Yeah,
I lost
you
my
did.
voice for like a week and a half.
I tell you, I was getting on you too. I was like, you gotta
I
rest,
know.
man. You gotta rest.
You did, man. Knight was
yeah.
like, called me up. He's like, it's okay to stop, man. Don't worry. You gotta, I'm worried about you. He was really concerned. It was really sweet.
Yeah.
He really was.
Absolutely. Well, hey, we gotta look out for each other.
We do, man.
Anthony, thank you so much, and Two
Thank you.
Boys, thank you so much. Sorry about the volume stuff. I'll try to get that situated. But hopefully you guys still had fun. It seemed like you guys had fun in the live chat as well. So, ZZM that Jack should write a song about sleepwalkers. I like that. Very cool. Very cool.
That's awesome.
All right, guys. We will catch you guys later. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Peace.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.